we really want them to focus on themselves for a change.
This is the first of its kind. It's a center that doesn't exist anywhere else.
Meanwhile, excitement from Patrick Morrison of the International Association of Firefighters. He says this center can break down the stigma that firefighters are too tough to ask for help.
That mentality has to go away, and it's going to take years for us to realize that the stigma about mental health doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help any firefighter today.
Supporting our firefighters, this is Evan Kozloff, WUSA9.
Coming up, the Terps can't be stopped, and a look at the big win for the Maryland ladies. That is all next in sports.
Now, WUSA 9 Game On Sports with Frank Hanrahan. Brought to you by Xfinity.
3 years in and 3 tournament titles for Maryland women in the Big Ten. Terps just cannot be stopped, and they showed it again against Purdue in the title game from Indianapolis. Brianna Jones, 27 points, 12 rebounds to lead the 4th-ranked Terps, who get that automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. We shall see if they get a number 2 seed or a number 1 seed. They deserve a top seed in the upcoming NC2A tournament. Maryland men now get ready for the Big Ten tourney. Terps will play on Friday night at Verizon Center. Yeah, Big Ten tournament in town this week, so sort of a pseudo home court for the Terps, who are the 3 seed. All right, coming up on Game On Overtime, lots of high school ball to focus on. Several area schools trying to make a run at state championships. And we'll also delve into whether extending Redskins head man Jay Gruden is the smart decision. Some strange timing on this. It's been a strange week for the Redskins. Reportedly gets 2 more years added to his deal. The Wizards spotted Orlando a 16-point halftime lead. but the Wiz stormed all the way back thanks to new addition Bojan Bogdanovic. 8 3-pointers, including the game winner. Wizards win. Now head west. Big road trip for the number 3 team in the East, your Washington Wizards.
My Washington
Your
Wizards.
Washington Wizards.
They are
yeah.
mine.
Yes.
Okay, one last thing I have to read. I'm sorry from these cute notes. You have a strong voice, and I'd like to hear from you maybe next year sometime.
Well, we'll see what we can do.
We had to read
Check
them.
the calendar.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. These notes are awesome. Have a good night.
Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Coach House just talked. Did you hear? All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, you good.
Okay.
Mic check, Danny. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, hello.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys.
Gracias.
This is Game On Overtime.
It has been an interesting week for the Redskins, to say the least. Rumors, innuendos, a possible trade. We try to figure at least some of it out next. We're a week away from the Selection Sunday show for the men's NCAA tournament. How about Maryland's chances? We discuss. And the machine that is the Maryland women's hoops team looking for another Big Ten title. That and so much more as Game On Overtime starts right now.
Maryland will hold it, and as the clock ticks down, another championship is going home with the Terrapins.
3 is the magic number for the Maryland Terrapins women's basketball team. Another Big Ten title. Congrats to them. Hey, welcome inside Game On Overtime. I'm Frank Hanrahan. We are into March. The madness is here, so we're getting ready for a whole lot of basketball. And locally, the question is, would it be a big night for Maryland women's basketball again? Yet to lose a game in conference tournament play since the Terps moved into the conference 3 years ago. Title game tonight as Maryland took on Purdue from Indianapolis. As Brenda Freeze and company, the Terps looking for their 3rd straight Big Ten championship. It was a quiet night for Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, the senior. This is her first points of the game. That was halfway through the second quarter, but everybody else picked up the slack later in transition. SWK with the Euro step, changing the game, and the lay-in finished with 7 points. Now, right before half, Purdue closed the gap some. Dominique Oden beating the buzzer, trims Maryland's lead to only 4. But in the second half, it was all Maryland. Brianna Jones, takeover time, almost turns the ball over, regains control, gets the hoop, +1 for the senior. Then later, the freshman guard, Destiny Slocum, remember that name, with a nice dish to Jones. She finishes with 27 points, 12 boards, and it is time to celebrate. Maryland wins a 17 Big Ten tourney title, 3rd straight, and the Terps, of course, clinch the automatic bid into the NC2A tournament. Washington Wizards are about to embark on a long West Coast road trip that could be a factor in their seeding in the upcoming Eastern Conference playoffs. But before they left, lowly Orlando was in town. A little late afternoon matinee, 5 p.m. start, in fact, at Verizon Center. Wiz trying to bounce back from their loss to Toronto the other night. We head straight to the 4th quarter. Bradley Beal gets a driving reverse lay-in to go. Team high 32 for Beal. Wiz were down by 16, but the biggest star was Bogdanovic came up huge. Hits his 7th 3 of the game to give the Wiz the lead. After the Magic answered, Bogdanovic again, this time in the corner. Career high 8 threes made. So the Wiz up 1. Orlando had one last shot after this miss. Aaron Gordon going for the win. No good. Misses the shot at the horn. Wizards come all the way back and beat Orlando 115-114.
We knew that we weren't defending worth of crap in the first half, you know, and we just came out in the second half, and coach basically chewed us out and basically told us what team we were going to be. You know, we're going to be a team that doesn't respond well after the break and, you know, kind of tanks and falls, you know, or we're going to do something about it and get our mojo back.
I'm not so sure I can tell you what I said at the half, but it wasn't, I haven't said it many times this year, but we have to, you know, our defense was really good for one possession tonight, and that was it. Take away the other 87, they were bad. We defended one possession at the end of the game.
Gotta love Coach Scotty Brooks. Now, one of the reasons for the Wizards' fantastic season has been their ability to push that basketball, get it out on the break, and score. Our friends at Winner's View take an even closer look.
One thing the Washington Wizards are really good at is the fast break.
The Wizards get the steal. Beal spots up for 3. Good!
They're 3rd in the league in efficiency on the break this year, scoring nearly 1.2 points per possession.
Walls to Porter, who lays it in.
In transition, they have a league-low turnover rate and a great effective field goal percentage. John Wall, of course, is their main man on the run, but the rest of the team is not too shabby. Bradley Beal, Kelly Oubre, and Markieff Morris have each averaged over 1.3 points per possession, placing them in the top 10 among qualified players. Now, here's the crazy thing. Even though the Wizards are great on the break, they don't do it that much. They only run slightly more than an average team. So going forward, we see an opportunity for the Wizards to get even more easy buckets on the break, especially since they rank 5th in steal rate. And that's the Winner's View.
All right, here's a look at the Wizards' upcoming schedule. Washington starts a long roadie. Tuesday at the Suns. Wednesday, they're in Denver. Friday, they're at the Kings. And Saturday, they're in Portland taking on the Trailblazers. All winnable games. All right, this has been an incredible week for the Washington Redskins. So many stories. The GM, is he a lame duck or not? He's not at the Combine. The Tony Romo rumor. But this one was better for Jake Gruden this week as the Skins head coach gets a 2-year contract extension. A little icing on the cake for the Redskins brass this week. Gruden was entering the 4th year of a 5-year deal. Redskins have made the playoffs once in 3 seasons under Gruden, but he has helped develop Kirk Cousins into a franchise-type quarterback. So it's amazing to me that he is now the main story for the Redskins as I welcome in my guest tonight. Danny Rouillet, 106.7 The Fan. Your station broke a huge story. We'll get to that in a second. Steve Howes, Catholic University. Thank